The town of Děčín lies on the confluence of the Labe or Elbe and the Progenitor rivers in the picturesque landscape of the Czech Saxon Switzerland. It is one of the oldest towns in our country, and it was founded by Přemysl Ottokar II, which is evidenced by the first written mention of the town in 1283. The dominant feature of the town is the chateau. Originally a Gothic castle, it was renovated in the Renaissance and then in the Baroque period, when the long ride drive was added. This is the only Baroque building of its kind in the Czech Republic, and it ends with an archway leading to the chateau's courtyard. Nowadays, the chateau's ground houses the State Regional Archive and the permanent exhibition of the Decin Regional Museum. The majority of the chateau is open to the public. In the repaired rooms, they hold tours for both groups and individuals, weddings, concerts, exhibitions, readings, wine tastings, and many other cultural activities. The beautiful Rose Garden is also part of the chateau, with its garden saloon called the Sala Terrena and the two-storey Gloriette. The Gloriette covers the entrance to a 100-metre covered passage that ends in the Baroque elevation of the Holy Cross Church. The Dean's Church conceals some splendid pictures on its walls, and the main feature is the altar made of a 9-metre cross of Salzburg marble. The chateau also has a picturesque fish pond. An important technical monument is the chain footbridge below the chateau. Above the footbridge, a historical watermark is carved into the cliff, showing the biggest flood of the 17th century, thus making it an important and valuable hydrometeorological landmark too. Another of the town's important Renaissance monuments is the stone bridge over the Progenitor with its Baroque statues, which links up the old town. The old town was partially pulled down in the 60s. Some of the houses were preserved and now have conservation orders. These are the 3 timbered buildings in Březová Street. Děčín is a modern developing town with a history stretching far back into the past. It has 2 natural centres. On the left bank there is Podmokli. On the right bank of the Labe River is the new town with Masaryk Square. The square is bordered by tenement buildings and a Vienna Secession fountain in the middle. The new town was built in the 1930s. Above the new town stands the sandstone Stolova mountain, where there is a forest park with rare tree species and the Emperor's Lookout Terrace, which gives a truly empirical view over the whole town. Citizens and visitors alike certainly appreciate the broad range of sporting activities in the town. The most interesting in the summer is the Děčín swimming baths. This is a very modern and pleasant site with many swimming pools for both sports and recreation, including paddling pools and slides for the smallest. There are also 3 flumes, a spray fountain, a wild water ride and a whirlpool. The grounds also contain a restaurant, a stall with refreshments and even a cosmetic and massage saloon. Immediately opposite is the Winter Sports Stadium, used for ice hockey meetings, figure skating and public skating. In Maraldova Street, there is a newly reconstructed sports hall for ball games, where the professional basket club BK Decin is based and plays at the highest level of the game. There is also a good quality fitness centre, bowling, squash, wellness, badminton, mini football, a weights room, and tennis courts falling under the larger sports grounds in Praza and Ústecká streets. On the other side of the bank, under the unmissable pastoral wall, there is the Podmokli district. Once a separate village, it is now a part of Děčín. This is the main office of the Děčín Regional Museum in the classicist oblong building. We can also find the theatre from 1901 in this district. The theatre mainly puts on dramas and musicals. Apart from the Děčín Symphonic Orchestra, there are also performances given by some of the top soloists. This is where Děčín's main train station is located, lying on the important Prague-Berlin line, and, in connection with Děčín's river transport, it makes Děčín a very important communications junction in the Czech Republic. One of the other interesting features in the district is without doubt the Ovčí Footbridge, or Sheep Footbridge, across the Ilovský Brook. It is made of sandstone and cobbled with basalt. From the start of the bridge there is an arch of 1.5 meters to the centre. The bridge was built by Ginter Zabinau in 1561 as part of his plans to extend his sheep pastures, which were being intensively developed in the area. Now let's set off for a beautiful view. Pastýrská stěna, or the Shepherd's Wall. On the way to the Shepherd's Wall, there is a large synagogue, which is the only one in the Czech borderlands that was not destroyed during the Second World War. It is built in a pseudo-oriental style with distinct elements of the Viennese secession. At the top of the Shepherd's Wall, there is an interesting restaurant with terraces and towers. The view of the surroundings and the town is simply breathtaking. Near to the Shepherd's Wall there is a small zoo, which, due to its proximity to the beautiful forests surrounding the Shepherd's Wall, is one of the most beautiful in the Czech Republic. It is also worth having a look at the large run for the grizzly bear. This zoo is an ideal place for a day out with the kids, as the zoo not only has many gorgeous animals, but also lots of attractions for the little ones. Decin Zoo has also recently opened Paradise Islands, an exhibition of exotic animals in Teplitska Street. Here there is an extensive exhibition of aquariums and terrariums, the beauty of the Paradise Islands, Reunion, coral reefs, the secret world of the Fiji seas, an Asian rainforest, and other exotic wonders. In the summer, there are regular pleasure trips along the Děčín section and back. A trip on this boat is a very pleasant tourist experience. Thanks to it lying on the Labe, Děčín has a long and glorious tradition of water sports, particularly canoeing and rowing. Let's leave Děčín for now and set off for the picturesque countryside of Czech Saxon Switzerland. Not far away, the remote observation tower at Velký Chlum gives us, on a good day, a spectacular view of the Děčín Basin, the Czech Central Mountains, the Lužické Mountains, the Labe Sandstones, and the Table Mountain, Děčínský Sněžník. Now let us continue to the highest table mountain in the Czech Republic, which is called Děčínský Sněžník. It is the highest point in the surroundings and has an elevation of 723 meters. There is a circular observation tower with an amazing view. In good weather and visibility, it is possible to see the Lužické Mountains, Krušné Mountains, Milošovka, and even Šíp and Děštěd. The youngest observation tower in the area is on Sokolí Vrch and was built in 2003. Apart from the stunning views, it is also possible to take in refreshments here. There are tourist trails to the tower from Drobná or Volknáře. An attractive tourist and mountaineering area is České Stěny. It is a mere 12 kilometers from Děčín. This small town, nestling among rock formations containing many columns, towers and canyons, is a much sought-after tourist destination. České Stěny is divided up into Velký or large and Malý or little, and from each part there is a sightseeing nature trail. The Czech Switzerland National Park came into being in 2000 as the fourth national park in the Czech Republic. It has an area of 80 square kilometers and borders with the Saxon Switzerland National Park on the German side of the border. Hřensko is the gateway to the Czech Switzerland National Park. It lies at the point where the Kamenitsa River flows into the Labe. It is a centre of shops, restaurants, cafes, hotels and pensions. From here we can make our way by foot for the national park. Without doubt, the most interesting and remarkable formation in Czech Switzerland is the natural monument Pravčická brána. At 16 meters, it is the largest rock bridge in Europe. It arose through millions of years of weathering on the sandstone grains and them subsequently flaking off. Many of the tourist trails lead here, For instance, one directly leads from Chrzensko, another from Mesny Loka. If in Czech Switzerland, then you must pay a trip to the Gorges. The impenetrable canyon of the Kamenitsa River has formed gorgeous sights to be discovered. Edmund's Gorge was opened up in 1890 and Divocker, or Wild Gorge, a few years later. The boat ride, or the walk along the boards, will be an unforgettable experience. So, let's get going to Děčín and its surroundings.
Hi, this is Glenn Bucack reporting for Czech American TV. I've got a few video clips for you from Český ráj, or Czech Paradise. Right now we are at the Prachovské skály. It is the Czech Republic's oldest protected landscape. It is found approximately 100 kilometers or 60 miles from Prague. It is a large park that is bordered by the Liberec, Hradec Králové, and Central Bohemian regions. The area mainly consists of sandstone that was formed by the sea in the Mesozoic era. There are some castles and ruins throughout the Český ráj. One ruin in the immediate area is Trosky Castle. Trosky Castle was built in the 14th century on two peaks that were volcanic in origin. The landscape of Český ráj is very diverse. It includes rock formations, rolling hills from extinct volcanoes, as well as forests. This is a popular hiking destination with tourists and rock climbers. come join me for a hike in the Brachovsky-Skaly region of the České Ráj. I hope you enjoyed our short hike through the Bohemian paradise, České Ráj. This is Glenn Bucak reporting for Czech American TV.